What is up, people? This is Kaz here with another Diablo 3 video for you. Today we're going to be talking about patch 2.5.0. I understand that this patch came out a few days ago. I have only just now gotten a chance to take a look at it, so we're going to kind of dive into this together a little bit here. There's a couple things in here that made me want to kind of cringe and crawl into a hole and die. There's a couple things in here that made me think that I'm just torturing myself for the hell of it. So let's get started. First thing is a new feature called the Armory. I think this is kind of similar to what we saw in World of Warcraft a number of years ago. The basic idea is that the players can now save up to 5 different builds per character in the Armory. This does not mean that you get to save your set pieces into a separate stash space, so to speak, in order to free up stash space in your inventory, but more so it's just kind of a bookmark saying, hey, these are the kind of set pieces that I want together. I'm going to bookmark them together so I can switch them out quicker. The other new feature is the crafting mat storage. This will save stash space. And I think this could be potentially useful if you're grinding like Nephilim Rifts, going past the Rift Guardian, and just picking up crafting materials. Outside of that, if you're looking at picking up all the other, the blues, the golds, and whatnot, and trying to salvage them back in town, you're going to end up having to go back to town to salvage them anyway, because it doesn't give you that much more storage space to work with. Outside of that, I think the biggest thing that everyone is talking about is the new tier of items called the Primal Ancient items. Legendary and set items will now have a chance to roll as Primal Ancient, as well as the Ancient that they can already roll as. They're saying that the Primal is going to be a little bit better than the Ancient, so we'll see. I'm still waiting on the Primordial, the pre-Big Bang set pieces. I think those are going to look cool. Let's see, what else? So, another big change that I noticed is the Greater Rifts are now Torment requirements. So, according to the patch notes, Torments 1 through 6 are not going to have any requirements, but starting from Torment 7, if you want to play in the public games, you have to have soloed a Greater Rift 30. Torment 8, you have to have soloed a Greater Rift 35, and so on and so forth. For a Torment 13 public game, you have to have soloed a Greater Rift 60 in order to play in that public game. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It feels like they're trying to add a little bit of structure into the game and be like, hey, look, if you can't handle this, then you're probably not going to do well in these Torment levels. It may be a great thing, it may be a horrible thing. I think that's just something that we're just going to have to play with and see how it goes. And the final thing I wanted to mention, as my voice gives out on me, is the fact that bonus acts have now been removed. But the bonuses are now permanent, it seems like. According to the patch notes, when you complete the 5 bounties in any act, you will now receive a large Herdratic chest, which is essentially the same contents as the original Herdratic and the bonus cache, which I think is amazing because I always hated the act choice during the time that I've played. I have like, 100 crafting materials from Act 1, 100 crafting materials from Act 5, and literally like 3 crafting materials from Act 2 because of the bonuses. But I'm hoping that this the new bonus act removal change in the patch notes will solve that issue for us. I'll be essentially living in Act 2 when we get to that act. Let me know what you think about these patch notes. Let me know what you think about Diablo 3 and the future of Diablo 3 in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is Kaz, and I will see you next time.